Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Koli. Welcome to the S4E11 podcast, little detectives.
We're back.
We're back.
We were gone for just a second.
Yeah,
Oh, your hair looks good.
thank you.
I like it.
I didn't do anything to it this morning.
Me either. It's like a big mess.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Should we jump into things?
Yes.
Okay. This is our Witch Talk corner, the intro of our show where we catch you guys up on what we've been doing. We always giggle a little bit because we talk pretty regularly, so we already know. But we want to fill you in. Um, so I actually did something fun this weekend. I went to the Fried Pickle Festival yesterday.
Yay.
It was so fun, and I got these pickle fries that were just delicious. And I brought Dill with me. If you guys don't know, Dill is my little jelly cat pickle, and I take him places and take photos of him. And everyone kept complimenting him, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's so cute!" And I was like, "Look, Dill, you're famous." Um, but it was kind of fun. It was like a little over an hour away from here, so that was kind of annoying, but there were like live music performances too. Like it was a whole little festival. We got to go to a petting zoo.
Nice.
Always makes me sad, but also really happy.
Yeah.
It's like a conflicting thing because I there was a cute miniature Highland cow, and those are like my favorite kinds of cows. You know, when it was so sweet. And they gave us little ice cream cones full of food and it ate the ice cream cone. And we were like, it's just so cute. So that was
Yeah.
um but yeah, I don't know what inspired me to do that other than the fact that if you guys know me, I have more pickle paraphernalia than the average person.
Yeah.
It's people keep giving me pickle stuff as a gift because they're like, "Oh, Katie likes pickles." And then I now have like every kind of squishmallow pickle, like the pickle hair cl it's transgressing.
Yeah.
It was really fun, so that was exciting. And then other than that, I haven't been doing too terribly much, just hanging out, working, the usual.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
I went to Lollapalooza last Saturday. Or
I
last weekend. I went Thursday and I was there all weekend. I don't know why I said Saturday. Um,
good.
but I had a blast. I did more than I've ever done at Lollapalooza.
Hmm.
Because they had mobility carts this year, so I didn't have to walk 200 acres of land to get
Smart.
anywhere. Um, and yeah, it was fun. And I
Hmm.
got my first misconnection this year.
I know. I was like, that was so exciting. I didn't fully understand what was happening because I just looked at your story and I was like, wait, does someone have a secret crush on Coley?
It's
Okay.
possible.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's really cute though that they do that misconnections thing. I really like.
Yeah, they do that every year.
Mm-hmm. And I was blowing my mind because someone I went to high school with was at Pooza this year.
Yeah,
And I didn't even know until after the fact because she posted like after she was already home. And I was
yeah.
like, man, I should have gone.
There's
I was like,
always next year.
everybody's there.
Yeah,
Um, I'm so glad you have fun though.
and I got a special gift from Pooza
Hmm.
because I was on Diane Neal's podcast like 4 years ago and talked about Pooza,
Hmm.
and Liz, the main organizer, was like, "Coley, come up here and pick a present from the raffle table or from the bingo table." And they had a witchy book, um, friendship astrology,
Hmm.
um, along with a couple different incenses, an incense holder, and sage and Palo Santo.
I know when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah,
We ought to post it on the Instagram. We could tag them or something.
yeah, definitely. Um, and then Yeah, it was just nice being around like minded community,
Hmm.
you know?
The girls and the gays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I it looked like so much fun.
Mhm.
They do like but you went to the drag brunch, right? That's where you got your
Yeah.
yeah, was that fun? Did
Oh
they do
my God, it was so much fun.
Ugh, I love a drag show. Drag
Me
brunch.
too. Yeah, it was we had one drag queen and then no, two drag queens. No. We had one drag queen, one burlesque dancer, and one drag king.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so like well-rounded.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm so glad you had fun. That's really like good. I'm glad.
Mhm.
Also, the mobility carts are so smart.
Yeah, this is the first year they implemented them, and I'm
Hmm.
hoping they keep them.
Yeah.
Um, Even though it was scheduling was a little rough because there were some people that didn't come last minute because of illness.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Well, what? Do you got anything else going on?
not really.
We both went to a festival. That was it. Woo. Is this 30?
Yes. Yes,
Mm.
it is.
Hmm. Literally, I was so tired just from going for like the 2 hours we were there. I took
Mhm.
a nap yesterday and went to sleep early.
Yeah.
Fine. Um, all right. Well, what's Mariska been up to?
Um, so it's been a while since we've been here, so we have a couple things to go over. She went to the Caring Foundation's Caring for Women event in a gorgeous red gown.
I know. It was
I
beautiful.
loved it.
I would have been sweating up a storm in that get up, but
Yeah.
it looked amazing
Um,
on her.
yeah. She went to Hamilton with Amaya for Leslie Odom Jr.'s first show back.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
And I love Hamilton so much.
Me too. Um, and her and Peter, at the very least, I don't know if the kids were there. It didn't look like they were there. Went to
Mhm.
Mallorca in Spain, and there's pictures of them in a gazebo kissing, and there's a bouquet of flowers on the ground. So,
And then in some of the PR stuff she's done since the trip, she's been hiding her left hand. So I keep thinking
yeah,
he might have re-proposed or bought her a new ring or something.
yeah,
That's my theory.
yeah.
And I don't know why I'm so excited about it. They've been married forever. Like I know that they're staying married, they love each other, but I'm like, ooh, like that's so exciting. Maybe they did a vow renewal, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it
The
could have,
only thing that like I keep thinking is that Peter keeps saying he's never gonna do one because he meant his vows the first time.
I know.
So I don't know, but it's definitely a possibility.
Or he just bought her a rock.
Yeah,
That's sweet too.
yep.
Um, I
And SCU is back.
it's so good.
Yeah,
The first episode made me want to cry. Did cry.
yeah.
The second episode I didn't cry, but the first episode I did. I don't know if we should give spoilers or not.
No,
But there were some returning cast members in the first episode, and that was
yes.
cool. Some of my favorites. Um, I don't know. I think this season's gonna be good.
Yeah. I
If the
think Michelle's doing a good job so far as
hmm
showrunner.
hmm and Kelly's back.
Kelly's back.
The only thing that really matters. So
Yeah.
I am kind of sad because I can tell they're starting to write Velasco out.
Yeah. I
And
think
Hmm.
I think this coming episode this week is his last show.
I was just starting to like him,
I know.
and now they're taking him away.
They like finally humanized him. And
Hmm.
yeah,
But maybe he's moving on to bigger and better things, I hope.
I hope so.
Um, but glad Kelly's back, so
Yeah.
I'll take it. Um, if you guys have
Oh,
watched, huh?
and there's the Dun Dun Diner this weekend.
Oh yeah, Mariska looked so cute.
Yeah.
They opened a Law and Order themed diner.
Only for a weekend,
Yeah,
but
like a
it's
pop
like a
up.
pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw something that was like technically it's supposed to be promo for OC, but Mariska knows she's the face of the brand, so she had to make an appearance. And I was like, dude, I think she just likes going to stuff like that.
It's a promo for the original Law and Order because
Mm,
it's their 25th season.
hmm.
So,
Either way, she's the face of the brand to me.
yeah.
Remember when I think it was like a tweet or something, and they were like, Mariska's carrying NBC on her back.
Mm,
Not much has changed. It's just Peacock.
no. Yep. Yep.
But it was really cute. I'll go maybe today repost some of the pictures from the diner because it made me want to go.
Yeah.
It was
Today's
really
the last day for it, and I'm bummed that I didn't get to go, but
it's so cute. It would have been hard to go, I think.
the tickets sold out so quick.
Hmm.
And they have like a standby line, but then you're waiting outside a rock center for however long
Right.
if you can get in.
Um, I feel like those kind of things I can't do because standing in line for a long time just exhausts me.
Hmm.
Um, just
I
not.
can't stand that long.
Mm-mm. So, but I'm happy for everybody that did get to go. And if anyone's watching this that went, please tell us all about it.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Um, I think that's it from Mariska and SVU.
okay. So it's October now, my favorite month of the year. And that
Yay.
also means it's Libra season officially, which is like the time for creating and cultivating balance in your life.
Hmm.
So it's a really good time to try to figure out your work-life balance. If you work regularly, how do you spend enough time with your family and friends and also take care of yourself and go about your work day and things like that? Figure out what needs to be prioritized in your life
Yeah.
right now. It's a really good time for that. It's also a good time to like clean and kind of spruce up your home space because the more clutter you have, the less you're able to manifest. And so it's a good time to kind of like clear out everything. I like to go through like when fall first comes in and kind of treat it like a rebirth and kind of redo my altar and stuff too.
Hmm.
Um, and then we've just got like a lot of different things going on. If you're in your Saturn return right now, it would be a good time to kind of implement self-care and make sure you're keeping yourself grounded during this like season. And then we're going to shift into Scorpio season towards the end of the month, and that
Yeah.
brings a lot of emotion and introspection. So it's
Hmm.
really good right now to kind of get your shit together so you can prepare for that more emotional season. Uh,
Hmm.
and just kind of like don't push yourself too hard in any one direction because everything that's meant for you won't go past you. So don't try to force anything into any situations. Just let it be, let it come. Trust the divine time. I know that it's no fun. I am the most impatient person ever, but
Yeah.
it, you know, you'll be glad that you were patient with yourself and kind of trying to be more calm during this next month. So then when Scorpio season comes, you can just kind of let it out.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not, I mean, I am looking forward to Halloween, but I'm also not because that's the day my friend Natasha died. last year. So
I
I don't know how I'm gonna react to Halloween this year.
No, I get that. I feel like it's hard because her birthday's right next to mine, and then her passing day is right next to spooky season.
Yeah. Her
Mm.
passing day is spooky season.
Which
It's literally Halloween.
honestly, it's when the veil is the most thin.
Mhm.
So passing on that day is always something I find incredible because she probably was able to say goodbye to everyone, you
Yeah.
know. Um, I like people that are born on Halloween too. I always find that interesting. It
Yeah.
came through that day too. Halloween is my favorite season, and so or like I'm excited for it, but a lot of people in my life have like trauma anniversaries around Halloween.
Mhm.
Um, which is interesting. If anyone
Yeah.
is like in touch with how like all of that works, I would be interested in learning more. But hopefully, are you doing anything for Halloween?
No.
Hmm.
We never do anything for Halloween. So
That's so crazy because I could see your Aunt Vicky really going all out for that.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
she would.
I could see her getting into it if she had like a theme.
Yeah. The only thing is George is having neck surgery on the 16th.
Hmm.
So she probably won't go all out this year. Um, because she's gonna be taking care of him. So
I love George.
yeah.
All right, well, I think that's everything astrology wise. I know there's some weird transits and stuff going on right now, but they don't really affect the whole collective. So,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, just keep in mind balance, calm, meditation, clean your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really been a long time since we've done this because my next note is the Emmys.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's been
Yeah.
a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Chris and Mariska were there, as well as a couple of people from Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like they presented an award. Um, they were talking a lot about Mariska, and Mariska was like, "Okay, this is not the lifetime roast, Mariska."
I know, but oh my God, the way that I want one.
And IC was like, "This isn't the lifetime roast."
He's like, I guess it was so funny too, but they were all just kind of the same sentiment we were talking about at the beginning of the episode of like, she's just the face of the brand and like
Yeah,
queen that she is. But it was really cute.
and
Like,
like backstage, they were by a table of Emmys, and Mariska said to Chris, "You'll never have one of those," and didn't realize he was recording. And she goes, "Oh shit!"
um, it is funny though. He probably never will.
Yeah, because
Uh,
as of this point, I don't think OC has been renewed.
oh yeah.
Um, so it may be canceled. We don't know. I haven't heard anything either way.
I kind of hope it's not, even though I don't watch it, but I like that it gives us extra content sometimes.
Yeah,
Um,
I would hate that for Allison.
yeah.
Yeah,
I wish they could make her like a regular on something, but
yeah.
um oh, I forgot. Oh, at the end of the Emmys, Chris and Mariska were being all like cute in the parking lot and he was like carrying her in that really pretty dress.
Mhm.
And I thought it was cute, but then it enraged me because all of the Krishka people came out.
Yeah.
I was like, people can be
I
friends.
love it when they do stuff like that, but I also hate it because they feed the Krishka people. And it's
Hmm.
like, and like their whole scene in the beginning of the first episode of SVU
With the ad lib.
was so, with the ad lib, was so sweet, but it enraged me because it
Oh.
was just fodder for Krishka people. Like if you want to ship EO, that's fine. Ship who you want, but
Mhm.
like these are real people with real partners with
Mhm.
real children. Why are you shipping them? Ship the characters of the people.
Also, it feeds into this like men and women can't be friends.
Yeah,
But no one is out here doing the same shit with her and Ice.
yeah,
And that's her boy. She rides for him. So
yeah.
like no one ever does anything like if they're holding hands or hugging in public or smiling at each other, everybody's like, "Oh, they're so cute." But then
Yeah.
if it's Chris, it's like, "Oh, they should get married." And like some people are mean about their significant others and
Hmm.
I just don't like that because their significant others don't deserve it, whatever you feel about Chris Maloney. Their
Yeah.
kids and their, partners don't deserve to see all that.
Exactly.
Um,
Speaking
and
of speaking of Chris, I read an article where he was talking about an article he did for Architectural Digest about
mhm,
his apartment, and apparently, um, before they renovated it, they had Sophia, his daughter, do a demo party. So she just like went all out and like,
that's so fun.
yeah,
I want to do that. That's probably a good emotional release.
yeah. And she
Um,
had like friends over and everything, and yeah, they went all out.
been super I don't follow him on Twitter, but sometimes I'm on SVU Twitter, and so sometimes his tweets just get through.
Yeah.
And he's been very liberal and
Hmm.
kind of outspoken against our current administration,
Yeah.
which is nice to see. I do still think that we need some sort of apology, but I do see him doing the work.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm curious to see. I don't think we'll ever get an apology for some of his transgressions in the past,
Probably
but
not.
I am curious to see how that unfolds because I feel like you and I are the only ones that notice it.
Yeah.
Think. But I saw he tweeted something funny the other day about releasing the Epstein files, and I was like, go off.
Yeah.
I was like, for once I agree with you, Mr. Maloney.
Yes.
Um, but anyway, neither here nor there. We have a episode called The Maloney of It All that explains what him, if you
Yeah.
want to listen to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, okay.
I think that's everything
Period.
for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving right along here, if you're on Instagram, so are we at SVU Coven. We post there the most. I should be better about it than I am, but we do post there the most when we have new episodes or updates to share with you. So give us a follow over there. We also have a free Discord server you can join. The link is in our Instagram bio. It's kind of a more intimate way to talk to each other. It would be really fun if we had a lot of you guys join because then we could do more events or
Events.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with the new season out and everything, it would be fun to do like episode watches together or something. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know. If you don't have Instagram, we can always email you a link to join the Discord server if you're interested. Our email
Hmm.
is svucoven@gmail.com. Just shoot us an email and let us know. Coley does check the email, so somebody's reading them and will respond to you, and she shares them with me, so I see them too. And we love getting emails from you guys, even if it's just to say hi. If you're interested in being on the show or sponsoring the show, running an ad with us, anything like that, email is the best place to do it as well. So that's svucoven@gmail.com. We also have merch through Fourth Wall. We designed it ourselves. We're really proud of them. They're very cute. If you have any of our merch, feel free to tag us on Instagram or email pictures to us. We would love to share it on our feed and on the show. I know some people have ordered our merch before and have it out there, so it would be cool to see.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe we should put some more designs together. That could be fun too. We
Yeah,
haven't
we do
put
that.
anything new on there in a while.
Yeah, it's
Um,
been like a year.
Yeah, but the
Cause
pros and show to Fourth Wall as well as to us, and we put it back into the show for you guys. So we appreciate the energy exchange.
Yes. So this is your episodic reminder to rate, review, subscribe, like, and comment. Um, all of the above tell the algorithm that you like us and will push us out to other people. But rating, reviewing, and subscribing are the most important things you can do on an audio only platform. And subscribing, liking, and commenting are the most important things you can do on YouTube. We also have a coffee, so you can go to the link in our Instagram bio and buy us a coffee. Donate however much you want. Um, it's not mandatory, it's totally voluntary. And we appreciate the energy exchange. And speaking of comments, Louisa left like 8 comments on her last episode
Oh, on YouTube?
on YouTube.
Aw, that's cute. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Louisa. We love you. Um,
Real fan.
yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
all right. Um, Koli, do you need more focus?
Always. Energy without the jitters.
Look no further than Dubby.
The coffee fruit cherry extract shines in this delicious energy drink.
It helps improve focus and energy without giving you the jitters.
I also noticed that it didn't raise my heart rate. It's so simple to make.
1 scoop of powder and 16 ounces of water, and you're on your way to performing your absolute best.
Go to w.gg and use code SVU Coven, all caps, to get 10% off your order of W Energy.
Thanks, Dubby.
Thank you, Debbie. Okay. Should we get into our self love affirmation?
Yes.
Okay. This week's self love affirmation is I am kind to myself. And I chose this one because I have a tendency to be mean to myself. Um just I have
Always.
a yeah. I have a mean inner dialogue.
Mhm.
So I need to focus on being kinder to myself.
I think negative self-talk is very prominent, especially in like American culture too. And
Yeah,
we all do it to some extent. So it's a good reminder to be kind to your own self.
yes. So if you are not operating heavy machinery, I invite you to close your eyes. If you are operating heavy machinery, please keep your eyes open. Remember to breathe if you're operating heavy machinery or not, and meditate on this for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we get into the episode?
Yes.
Okay. This week we are covering season 4, episode 11, Damaged. This is such a hard episode. It was so hard to I think that's why I waited till the last minute to do the notes because I knew it was coming. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is such a hard episode to watch.
Mm-hmm.
um, I can still watch it, but it's a hard episode to watch. Like, there's one episode that I cannot watch, and I'm dreading us getting to it.
I can cover whichever one that is.
It's like season 9.
Yeah,
So,
I know. It's on a little.
yeah.
Um, but I guess maybe a small trigger content warning here.
Yeah. For sibling abuse and sexual abuse and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
CSA and CSAM and all that fun stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So, we open on 2 people, a couple, walking towards what is likely a video store. They're breaking up. As they're talking, a bullet breaks the glass behind the woman, who screams. The man falls to the ground with a bullet in his chest. More gunshots are heard, and we enter the store to see a man with a gun on the floor, supposedly shot, and a little girl unconscious with blood on her shirt. Another man is holding a gun, screaming, I got him. The homicide detective arrives on scene, and the bystander and shooter are dead. The little girl Rebecca is on her way to the hospital. The detective comes up with how the homicides must have been committed and talks to the store clerk, Joey. The homicide detective reassures him that it was good he got the shooter before he could shoot anyone else. CSU gets a call from the hospital. Rebecca is on life support and has gonorrhea. At the hospital, the homicide detective and Ellie and Olivia walk and talk. Olivia asks if Rebecca is going to survive. She's brain dead. She walks. She asks where the parents are, and the homicide detective says in the waiting room. Elliot asks if they know about the gonorrhea, and the homicide detective says he figured that he'd leave it to the sex police, and walks away. And we done.
They still have sex police.
Yeah,
Like,
it's annoying. Munch and Finn talk to Rebecca's older sister Missy in the hospital hallway. Missy says that they were just renting a video, and she kept trying to tell Rebecca to be quiet, but she was so scared. Munch tells her that to take some deep breaths, and Finn gives her a cup of water. Missy tries to get up to get to Rebecca, but Finn stops her. They bring her into a room and ask her some questions. If the two got along, if their dad spent a lot of time with Rebecca. We learn that the girl's parents made Missy babysit Rebecca, and that dad usually watches her after school as he works from home. But he apparently had an appointment that day, and we also find out that Missy is adopted. Ellie and Olivia go to talk to the parents. Olivia pulls the dad out while Elliot stays with mom. Olivia walks with the dad, Peter, who wants to know if something happened to Missy. He says to hold off on bringing her to them because he needs to figure out how to tell her this wasn't her fault. Then he finally asks what Olivia isn't telling him. Sorry, my voice is like in and out at the moment. Olivia breaks the news that Rebecca has been sexually abused and that the doctors have found evidence of gonorrhea. Peter asks how this could be happening. Olivia explains that it's usually someone who knows the victim in these kinds of cases. She said she understood it was Rebecca's primary caregiver, and Peter gets mad. Olivia asks him to consent to a gonorrhea test. He tells her to go to hell and walks off. Back at the squad room, they talk about Rebecca's social calendar, ballet twice a week, and piano lessons at home. All the adults were tested for gonorrhea and came back clean. Ellie and Olivia head out to go to the school to talk to her teacher, etc. Craig asked if the dad consented to the gonorrhea test, and Olivia said under the circumstances, she'd have done the same thing, or she would have said the same thing. Um, yeah. Olivia indicates she feels he's clean. Elliot says Peter comes across as a devoted family man. He switched his job so he could stay home with the kids. Elliot says he wishes he could do that. Finn says, unlike Peter, he doesn't have any priors. Peter has priors for sexual abuse. Missy filed a complaint against him 5 years ago. Munch and Finn go to social services, who explain to them that Missy mistook normal father-daughter affection for sexual advances, hugs, kisses on the cheek, etc. Not only did her biological father beat her, but he also raped and pimped her out to his friends. He died of AIDS last year, and Missy tested negative. The social worker said the Kurtzes jumped through hoops to adopt Missy, and that she wished all her Missies would wind up with such families. Ellie and Lily go to talk to Rebecca's principal and ask if she had any contact with other teachers, because she has gonorrhea. Elliot said he'd like to test the employees there. Olivia asked the principal if any other behavioral changes were noticeable. The principal confirmed a change of behavior and two instances of incontinence. Cregan summons them back. The curses want to pull the plug on Rebecca. Ellie and Olivia and Cregan meet at the squad room. No, Ellie and Olivia meet Craig and Alex at the squad room. There we go. Olivia says they haven't even performed the rape exam yet, and Alex asks if they can do the exam after Rebecca dies. But Cregan says the Emmys said once there's no longer blood flow, the tissue begins to deteriorate, and they lose their evidence. Alex asks if the STD evidence is enough, and Elliot says not if they want to also prove Rebecca was raped. And says that whoever did this to Rebecca should die in his cell. Olivia asks if Alex can buy them more time, and she says she'll try. In
I miss
court,
Alex.
what?
I miss Alex.
Yeah. In court, the Curtis lawyer argues that prolonging Rebecca's life will only prolong her suffering, and that a colposcopy, a medical procedure to examine the cervix and lower part of the uterus for abnormalities, is unnecessary and invasive. I had to look up what a colposcopy was because I had never heard of it before.
Yeah. What is it?
And it's a medical procedure, hold on, to examine the cervix and lower part of the uterus for abnormalities.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought it had to do something with the colon.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say it was colon related, but okay.
Yeah. Is unnecessary and invasive. The family wants something good to come from this and to donate Rebecca's organs. The judge asks if a pelvic has been performed yet, and Alex says that because of her age, a specialist is needed. The judge then asks if the evidence is so critical that the people would be willing to put another child's life on the line. And Alex says that it's their job to determine who committed this crime and make sure it doesn't happen again. The judge grants a restraining order to not take Rebecca off life support. So, like, the restraining order prevents them from taking Rebecca off life support.
Gotcha.
Now we have a spell. This is going out Monday, October 6th. The color of the day is white, and the incense of the day is narcissus. Sukkot begins at sundown. I don't know if I said that right. So this is full moon clarity spell. Sometimes we're faced with hard choices and don't know where to turn because there are so many layers to the situation. If you find yourself facing a moral dilemma but are flip-flopping in confusion and conflicting feelings, use a spell to examine the issue piece by piece. If possible, go outdoors. Cut an onion in half from top to bottom, and then repeat, creating 4 quarters. Pull the layers of the onion apart and arrange them in a single layer on the ground or a flat surface. As you dismantle the onion, revealing all its many facets, ask the moon to illuminate the important details of the issue, allowing you to make a clear choice. Leave the onion overnight and then dispose of it. You will soon make your own choice in good conscience as clear facts are presented to you by bit. This spell may make your nose and eyes run, but no one said moral dilemmas were easy, and that's by Kate Fuller.
I like that.
Yeah.
Try that one. Although onion.
Yeah.
I do like onions though, so
I do too, but they make my eyes run.
yeah, same yeah. But maybe
I
that's
I cry so hard with onions.
hmm Thank you for the spell break.
Of course. Ellie and Ollie go to visit the Curses in the hospital. The Curses ask for Ellie and Lily to leave them alone. Mrs. Kurtz then asks if either of them has children, and Elliot says he has 4. She then wants to know how he could do this to them. Elliot says if one of his children was sexually abused, he'd want to know who did it. Peter asks what they want from the family, and Elliot says to test the family for gonorrhea. The next morning in the squad room, Elliot walks in looking ever so slightly disheveled. He says he didn't sleep at all last night. He kept checking on his kids. Olivia said he should have called her. She couldn't sleep either. Cragen asked if anyone paged either of them. Rebecca died that morning, and Alex had the TRO lifted after the colposcopy was performed. The test showed that Rebecca had been raped repeatedly. The family is clean for gonorrhea, and Green points out that if the dad were treated, he would come up negative. Ellie and Olivia go to see the Kurtz's family doctor. Olivia says that he has to answer questions if he has any knowledge or inkling of Peter abusing Rebecca. He says he didn't know about the gonorrhea and that you don't usually test STDs on a 6-year-old. Um, and that she wasn't complaining of any symptoms. Elliot's failure to report child abuse is a crime. The doctor just tested Peter's urine and it was clean. He tested to make sure he wasn't abusing Missy, whom he had treated for gonorrhea 2 weeks prior. Ellie and Olivia go to the Kurt's residence and tell Missy that they need to talk to her parents. She asks if they knew who raped Rebecca, and they say no, but that she might. Then they know she had gonorrhea. She breaks down crying and says her boyfriend raped her and Rebecca. Her boyfriend is the clerk Joey from the movie store. And he told Missy to bring Rebecca or he'd kill them both. The homicide detective comes in asking if it was a setup. Turns out Joey and the shooter, Eric, were friends. Missy didn't know who the shooter was until they took the ski mask off. Alex says that Joey will likely have top-notch defense as his father is a partner in a law firm. Elliot says that it takes a special kind of scrope to kill an innocent kid, and it's the kind that'll do it for money, which Joey could have gotten from his rich daddy. Craig gives orders. Munch and Finn visit Eric's father, and the dad says he didn't teach his son to rob stores and kill little kids. Finn says there was no robbery, that Rebecca's murder was a hit. Munch and Finn notice the giant stereo in Eric's room. They investigate, and Munch finds a receipt for all sorts of electronics, including an answering machine. They listen to the last message and hear Joey confirming that Eric has what he needs, and telling Eric to be there at 3 o'clock, and that Joey will be there too. They listen to the message again in the lab, and Olivia says the shooting took place just after 3. The CSU texts that the shooter, Eric, was 3 feet away when he shot Rebecca because his first shot was too high. He had to deliberately move closer and aim lower. Ellie and Olivia go to arrest Joey. Alex and Cragen are standing outside the interrogation room with the intercom off as Joey's dad talks to him. Joey's dad, Malcolm, comes out and says he didn't know Eric was going to hold up the store. He was a hero and stopped more people from being shot. Alex says that they have evidence that Joey raped Rebecca, and Cragen says if he wants to say anything to them, now is the time. Joey's dad, Malcolm. I don't know why I keep writing Joey's dad.
I do that too. I'll just like continue on writing the same thing and then I forget their names.
Yeah. Malcolm said if they want a confession, they could forget it, and that they would take their chances for the jury. At arraignment, the clerk reads off the charges, and the judge asks for the counselors to approach. He asks Malcolm what's going on, and he says that the people are making a huge mistake. The judge then asks if he's the best person to represent Joey. Alex says that the judge seems to know the defense counsel and his client quite well. He tells her not to worry and then tells Malcolm that they can't help him on this one and to step back. The judge grants remand. The Kurtz's attorney says that before they will allow Missy to testify, he wants Alex and Liz Donnelly's word that they won't prosecute Missy. He says he trusts them, but not the new DA, Arthur Branch. Donnelly says she'll get the paperwork. At the squad room, Alex comes in with a motion that Malcolm filed to throw out the message on the answering machine. They need to respond. He'll bury Alex in paperwork for a decade if it means saving his son. Homicide detective comes in to say the defense called him as a witness, and Cragen says they have a huge problem. On this tape that much has been found from the Fields' residence while they were searching. And that's Joey's residence. Joey and Malcolm's residence. The tape is of Missy convincing Joey to rape Rebecca. At Rikers, Joey says he isn't saying anything, and his dad implores him to tell the truth, that Missy set him up, and Malcolm tells him he could get the death penalty, and that she's blaming everything on him. Alex says that Missy and Rebecca tested positive for gonorrhea, but he tested negative at his intake physical. So either he was treated or Missy was cheating on him. At first, Joey's in denial, but he comes around and tells Alex and Craig everything and how everything was Missy's idea. Donnelly and Alex talk. DA Branch okays the death penalty for Joey, and Alex comes up with a way to reverse Missy's immunity, but they need a little help. Alex and Malcolm walk and talk about him approaching the judge to reverse Missy's immunity. He says that her immunity helps his case. They can't put her on the stand because they know she'll lie. Alex says the jury is going to want someone to pay for the rape and murder of a 6-year-old, and Ethan is the only one sitting at the defense table. Eventually, Malcolm agrees to help them. The Curtis family lawyer, Alex and Joey's dad, are in Judge Petrovsky's office talking about the immunity agreement for Missy. Joey's dad brings up a case by the Supreme Court and argues why it's valid in this case. Petrovsky overturns the immunity agreement. I love this next line. Aren't you going to thank me for cleaning up your mess, Alexandra? I love when they call her Alexandra.
I know.
And Petrovsky is one of the only ones that does it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her for it.
I like it too.
Yeah. Petrovsky tells Alex she had better be ready to bring charges against Missy for not just the rape but the murder as well. By tomorrow. In the squad room, Alex goes into interrogation, trying to get out of the mess with Petrovsky, and the Curses enter the squad room, saying they couldn't get Joey, so they were going after Missy. Elliot said that Joey raped Rebecca, and Missy say so. Missy planned the murders. Mrs. Kurt says Missy was raped by Joey too. Cragen says the evidence proved otherwise. Peter wants to see the evidence, and after a minute, Cragen says to show them, and so they do. Peter gets mad they didn't turn off the tape quickly enough after he asked them to, and he starts yelling. And he said that Joey gave them both gonorrhea, and Olivia confirms he never had it. Mrs. Kurtz had the realization that Missy gave it to Rebecca. She asks, what now? And Olivia says they need the Kurtz's help. Missy paid Eric $1,000 to kill Rebecca. Elliot asks where she may have gotten that kind of money. Peter says they just lost one daughter. They can't ask them to help take another. In interrogation, Alex is talking to Missy and her lawyer about what they have on her and how they can prove that she got Eric to kill Rebecca. Missy says Joey won't testify against her. He loves her. Joey told him everything. Missy's attorney is setting her up to plead not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. Cragen sends them all over to Rikers to see Missy. Sorry. Wong asks Missy about her biological father, the Kurtzes, and finally Joey. At the squad room, Wong says Missy is essentially a sociopath because she didn't get therapy she needed after her traumatic childhood in time. Olivia stands up for Missy here, saying that she didn't get the therapy she needed. It's not her fault. Wong says that it didn't excuse her behavior. She knew what she was doing was wrong, but she just didn't care. Munch and Finn walk in carrying a box they found in Eric's room full of electronics. Then they remember the half-pawn ticket. They surmise that Missy gave him something valuable instead of cash. They go to the pawn shop and find what Missy gave him instead of cash. A locket, worth at least $3,000. Eric sold it to the pawn shop owner for $1,000. The locket was from her parents. Alex brings the locket into interrogation with Missy and her attorney. Missy is blaming everything on Joey. She then says Joey is going to get the death penalty, but Alex corrects her and says that they made a deal with Joey. He's going to plead guilty and go to prison, but she's getting the death penalty for killing her sister. Missy says Rebecca wasn't her sister and that they can't kill her. She's already dead. Outside the courthouse, Alex sees Peter, who begs for Missy's life. Why can't they put Missy in prison? And Alex says because she has to follow the law. And then we dig Wolf.
Ugh, that one's it's a rough one.
That was the fastest I think I've ever gone through an episode.
Chloe's like, I gotta get it done.
Well, because I have to work, so I was trying to like rush through it, and I
I
think
get.
we did it in like 10 minutes, which is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Um,
my. All
so
right.
Katie is shuffling her cards. This is your second episodic reminder to rate, review, subscribe, like, and comment. Rating, reviewing, and subscribing are the most important things you can do on an audio-only platform. Subscribing, liking, and commenting are the most important things you can do on YouTube. They all tell the algorithm that you like us and will push us out to more people. We also have a coffee. Um, if you want to, you can go to the link in our bio on Instagram and donate however much you like. Um, it's not mandatory, it's voluntary. All the money goes back to the show, and we appreciate the energy exchange.
Yeah. Um, okay. So I pulled the world card.
I
Look,
like that artwork.
I know it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the world represents kind of like the completion of a cycle. If you had any goals set for yourself, this is going to be the time that you see them all kind of culminating into what the result is going to be. But it's a positive card in that this is kind of, it recognizes a time for you to enjoy your full success. So, whatever the end of this pattern is, whether it's personal, professional, has to do with your family, has to do with like people in your life, or maybe it's just like wanting to start a new hobby or eat a little bit healthier or something, anything. This represents you being successful at whatever you're setting your mind to, where everything is coming full circle now. And as we're like in Libra season and we're practicing this time of like balance and trying to kind of uh prep yourself for going into Scorpio season, I think this is a really good reminder that very, very soon you're going to see the completion of all of your efforts and all of your manifestations coming to life. So just remember to stay calm and be patient because everything happens in divine time and it's coming soon, whatever you're trying to manifest. Okay. If you're still hanging out with us, we are on Instagram at SVU Coven. You can go hang out with us over there too. We also have a free to join Discord server. The link is in our Instagram bio. If you don't have Instagram, we can email you a link as well. Just reach out. It's svucoven@gmail.com. If you're interested in sponsoring the show, running an ad with us, or being on the show even and just hanging out with us some more, email's the best place to reach out. Again, that's svucoven@gmail.com. And we have merch through Fourth Wall. The proceeds go to Fourth Wall as well as to us, and we put it back into the show. So if you're interested, we designed all the merch ourselves, and we love it so much. Um, and we appreciate the energy exchange.
Yes.
Also, thank you to Dubby.
Yes. Thank you, Debbie.
Okay, well, I guess that's our show.
That's our show.
I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Love you too.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.